We got the power! Yeah! Let's go now! We got the power! Touch the lightning! Come on now, we got the power! Woo! We got the power! Yeah! Oh! Yeah! We got the power! Let's get it! We got the power!
The following presentation is by Sam Smith Productions in association with Black and Gold Productions.
Pasternak, Saka, score! Bruins win! Pasternak, score! The Bruins win! 2-1 in overtime! Shot, score! Pavel Saka! Pasternak shot six. First one, score! Hello, hello, hello. We got a late night on a Monday for Bruins and Flames in Calgary at the Scotiabank Saddle Dome in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. What's up? How is everybody doing here tonight? Good to see everybody here. The Bruins struggling, trying to bounce back against a Flames team that has done better recently. Let's take a look at your starting lineups for both teams. For the Bruins, they switched up their lines again. Elias Lindholm back with Alex Steves and Morgan Geekie. Pavel Zacha, Casey Middlestat, and Victor Arvidsson. Fraser Minton, Marat Husnudinov, and David Pasternak on the third line. I like that. Sean Corrali, Mikey Asamont, and Mark Kastelik. No Tanner Jeannot once again. Excuse me. Nikita Zadorov and Charlie McAvoy. Hampus Lindholm and the returning Jonathan Aspero. That's bigger than people realize. Mason Lohrei and Andrew Peak. With Jeremy Swayman in net. Flames, it's Nazem Kadri, Yegor Sharangovich, and Joel Farabee. Morgan Frost, Jonathan Huberdeau, and Connor Zary, Michael Backlund, Blake Coleman, and Michael Coronado. Yep, you're reading that correctly. Johnny Beecher, alongside Ryan Lomberg and Klapka. On defense, Kevin Bullen and Rasmus Anderson. Jan Kuznetsov, not Evgeny, Jan Kuznetsov and Mackenzie Weegar. Joel Hanley and Jan Brustevich with Brzustevich, I don't know, with Dustin Wolf in net. Those are your starting lineups for the Flames and the Bruins, respectively. I've got the Geek Squad on tonight. I've got Morgan Geeky's jersey on. Why? Because I can. And, you know, switch it up. So, might as well. What is happening? What's up? DLZ Mike, what's going on? Kristen, what's up? Eagles, what's going on? Josiah. We'll talk about USA and Slovakia in a bit. We'll talk about how Hagens and Zellers are doing in the World Juniors. Connor, what's up? How is it going? How's it going, everybody? What's happening? If you have not yet, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Join the conversation here on the live chat here on YouTube. Would love to hear what you have to say as the Bruins are struggling. I'm doing all right. Doing okay. Some Swan net? Yes. You are correct. The Korpisalo debate has still not been settled yet. He is still on the NHL roster. The Bruins are kind of screwed with that. Kind of screwed. They kind of can't get him off the roster right now. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. You can't really... How long puck drop? I think like 3-4 minutes? Something like that. So. Kind of stuck with him at the moment. I assume he'll get Saturday against Vancouver. Then again, I assumed that last time, and then I was wrong, so. Versus R-Truth. Is that what's happening right now on Raw? Oh my god. Yeah, I think like 2 or 3 minutes or so is when we're going to have puck drop in Calgary. At the Scotiabank Saddledome. When's the Flames' new barn opening up? The fall of 2027. Okay. So they're going to have one more full season after this one. Then 27-28, they're going to open up Scotia Place in downtown Calgary. They're going to be fitting approximately 18,400 and to be part of a larger $1.22 billion development, with the arena itself costing $800 million. Year-round venue, community rink, enhanced public spaces, and modern amenities. Great. As of late 2025, the structure is rising above ground with steel installation underway. So they're making progress on the arena. Maybe these people should get out to Italy and finish the arena out in Italy. For the Olympics. Good God. This is a must-win. Yes, it is. Every game's a must-win from here on out until further notice. I think they're doing the anthems in the building right now, which will lead us into our sponsor for the first period of Bruins coverage on YouTube, which is Uno Overlays. It's the easy way to overlay. It's how I make all of these streams look as great as they do thanks to our friends at Uno Overlays. Good God. I got a tickle in my throat. I feel fine, I promise. That was Sophie Sargent. I used to work with her. Hey, she was just on Nessun. I didn't know she did work for Nessun. That's cool. Well, there she was again. Meet the local favorites. Meet Boston. Is that the name of the show? Yeah, there she is. I didn't know she worked for Nessun. That's cool. Does she still work for the radio station I used to work for with her? Dang. Happy to see that the Blue Jackets made it to Ottawa. Yes, they did. And, yeah, my God. I mean, what a weird situation that was. So I'm going to get these into the third period because what happened? The plane, they're having travel issues because of the storm. They didn't get to Ottawa until about 3 o'clock. It was kind of crazy. The last time these two teams met, the Bruins in Calgary, the Bruins won in overtime, 4-3. David Pastrnak got the game winner last year in this building. All right. Bruins dump it in deep. Yan Kuznetsov plays it around. It gets played up ahead for Nazem Kadri. Kadri will cross the line. It gets around Geeky. Kadri looks to center in front. McAvoy lost his stick as Kadri was just got around him. Kadri's gone for a lap around the entire offensive zone. Throws it on net. Save. Rebound in front. Puck still free. A backhand try is blocked on a try from Farabee. And the Bruins will get this one away. It's Steves. Sends it ahead for Geeky. He'll enter the zone. The Bruins split up the top line. Pastrnak playing down with Husnudinov and Minton on the third line. As Steve's up on the first line with Lindholm and Geeky. Here's Jonathan Aspero. That's Fraser Minton, excuse me. Aspero's on the right point. Aspero's back in the lineup for the first time. He was activated off IR earlier this evening. Hampus Lindholm dumps it in deep. Mason Lohrei and Andrew Peeke, the two worst defensemen on the roster, are on a pairing together. Oh, boy. Aspero for Husnudinov. He'll carry it across the blue line. Pastrnak can't play it. Peake's got to back off, or else he's going to get beat. Now here's Coleman across the line. Coleman fires a shot. Gets blocked there by, I believe that was Minton. Puck comes out in front. Swayman, I think, got a piece. Backlund keeps it in for Calgary. Plays it around the net. Back out to the blue line. Rasmus Anderson, the third pairing of Lohrei and Peeke trapped out there. Pastrnak trying to send it ahead. He flips it over. Backlund's heading out. Goes over Fraser Minton's stick. It deflected it. So it's going to be no icing. Flames will have to regroup in their own end. Kevin Ball acquired from New Jersey recently, sends it ahead for Connor Zary. He'll have to spin back as the Flames are finishing up a change. Huberdeau for Zary, broken up. Zacha sends it ahead for Arvidsson, 2-on-2. He shoots. Missed high on that try from Arvidsson. Good shot off the rush. Want to lower that shot a little bit. McAvoy over to Zadorov. Dumped right back in as the puck came out. Middlestat in the middle, and Zacha and Arvidsson overcommitted. 3-on-2 as here comes Huberdeau for Zary. For Huberdeau. Pass in front. Swayman got the blocker on it, I think. His puck comes all the way out to the neutral zone. Zacha will hop on it first. Here is Arvidsson. Stops up. Arvidsson right circle. A shot that just missed the crossbar. Didn't miss by much. Arvidsson not afraid to shoot the puck here so far. I don't mind that. Here is Corrali ahead for Kastelik. Kastelik trying to get around Hanley. Joel Hanley, former Dallas Star. Puck comes free. Corrali ace him on a try. Gets blocked in the slot. There by... Well, that was Klapka. Lomberg for Beecher. Looks to center in front. Gets popped over a stick. Here is Aspero. Lifts it high in the air. Corrali trying to wave it in the zone. He gets it in deep. Johnny Beecher playing his first game against the Bruins. Kastelik takes down a man. We have a stop here. Are they going to call Kastelik here? Kastelik skating off. There are Kastelik in the box for tripping here. Calgary will go to the power play. Let's take a look. He was light stick work on Bruzestevich. Must have been enough to draw a penalty. I don't see much of anything. Like, was there stick work near the feet? Yeah, but it wasn't enough, I don't think, for him to fall like that. That's my opinion. It's one of those ticky-tacky ones, in my opinion. Bruins penalty kill, 19th in the league at 79%. Flames power play, dead last. Kadri waves out of the draw, so it'll be Sharon Govich against Lindholm on this draw, because Kastelik's in the box. Bruins win the draw. Zadorov, the former Flame, sends it down the ice. Corrali will forecheck. Lindholm got tripped behind the play, I thought. Caps scored. Yeah, Crime's not here, so somebody's going to have to tell me who the score updates around the league, so thank you. What's up, DJ? Yes, I love that. Is it not just this week's edition? How about tonight's edition of Will the Bruins stress me out? Or stress the fans out, yes. Bruins will clear this one. It's McAvoy off a... That one goes off a deflection and out of play. Now he stressed me out. At least... At least we have Hagens and Zellers coming from the World Juniors, right? Because the World Juniors, I mean, Hagens and Zellers are unbelievable right now. Shot from the blue line is caught by Swayman on a try from Rasmus Anderson. What's up, Brian? To the Jets game yesterday. What team do you cheer for? Because if you're a Patriots fan, that's not a punishment, that's a reward. Fraser Minton takes the puck and clears it down the ice. Here is Rasmus Anderson. Minute 10 to go in the tripping penalty on Kastelik. Here is Sharon Govich. Flames enter incorrectly. They're offside. Raiders fans? Oh, you're a Raider fan. How about May yesterday against the Jets? It's a special kid. We all thought that Jaden Daniels was the best player out of the draft. DJ, cover your ears. I'm sorry. We thought Jaden Daniels was the best quarterback out of the draft. It's not. It's Drake May. I'm so sorry. Jaden Daniels is great, but it's not Drake May. I'm sorry. Hate to be that guy, but yeah, Drake May is unbelievable. There's no way around it. I'm sorry. Hate to be that guy, and I think Daniels is great, but it's not Drake May. Mitten tied up a stick, and here's Husnudinov, and he'll clear it all the way down. 40 seconds to go in the power play for the Flames. 2026. Well, I know the Commanders play the Patriots in 2026, I think. Coronado gets it across the blue line on a chip pass, did not connect with anybody. Puck comes to Zadorov. Morgan Frost tying him up. Puck's popped up high in the air, comes to Corrali. Pavel Zacha will clear this one all the way down towards Dustin Wolf in the Flames' end. 10 seconds to go in the Flames power play. Panthers tied it. Marchand scored. That's good for him. Final seconds, the power play here. Kastelik will exit the box. Back to 5-on-5. Shot from the line. Saved by Swayman. Rebound. Corrali gets it away from trouble. To Hampus Lindholm. Sends it ahead. Zacha touch pass to Corrali. The Bruins will break it out. Puck deflects in. Off a stick. Bruins need to get some more offensive pressure. Now that they killed off this penalty, now they need to push. Still have no shots in the first 6 minutes. Only 2 shot attempts. Both coming from Victor Arvidsson. Zari dumps in. Johnny Beecher wrapped up there by Aspero. Aspero tying him up. Puck comes to Morgan Geekie. The Bruins are 14-7 when Aspero plays. 1-5-1 when he hasn't. Since he went down with an injury. Pasternak couldn't corral the puck. Huberdeau sends it ahead. Here is Klapka. Peak knocked him off the puck. Peak, good take! And he'll move it up ahead. He'll find Morgan Geekie. Cross-ice pass for Pasternak. Onside, Zacha kept his balance. Stayed onside. Zacha. Now behind the net. Out to the blue line, it's Peak. Trying to throw it to the net. Blocked in traffic. Rebound goes back to the side on the sidewall. Geekie trying to work it in deep. Puck comes to Pasternak. Nobody around him. Pasternak spins back out to Peak at the right point. Keeps it inside the line. Lohrei left point. Throws it on net. Blocks in traffic. Flames trying to get this one out. It comes out to the neutral zone. Peak will recover. Lomberg gets it free. Lomberg misses high. Still in play. Peak will flip this one into the neutral zone. Zacha's been out there forever. He needs to get off for a change, in my opinion. Here's Peak for McAvoy. McAvoy on the far side. Puck goes off of Middlestat and in. Wolf plays it around. Anderson. Bruins and Oilers is not on ESPN Plus for New England market. Played around. Zacha in front. Arvidsson. Oh, he had an angle. He wasn't skating towards the net. Middlestat for Arvidsson. Middlestat's tied up again along the wall. Trying to dig this one free. Ball in there as well. Arvidsson pokes at it against Kadri to keep it alive. Farabee tied up with McAvoy. Arvidsson gets it back to Middlestat. Ball gonna wrap him up. Middlestat trying to throw it back to Arvidsson and hit off the apron of the net instead. Arvidsson, good battle from the second line here. Corrali out there for Zacha. Middlestat trying to throw it back to Corrali in the slot. Could not. Middlestat gets it back. Good battle. Corrali shot saved by Wolf. Arvidsson can't get a shot away. Back out to Zadorov to the left point. McAvoy right side. Slapper, save. Rebound in front. Penalty coming. It's on Calgary. The Bruins are going to get a power play here. Great shift from the second line. Good stuff from the Bruins there. That's a good shift. That's a solid, solid shift. Mammoth with a 1-0 lead. Okay. All right. That second line had a great shift there, drawing the penalty in a huge spot. Huge spot in the game. The tie was shifting. Now you give the Bruins a power play. Huge. I'll say it. That was one of the better shifts the Bruins have had in a couple weeks. Is the pick we have from the Panthers next year unprotected? I'll look that up. Bruins pick from Panthers. Okay, so it's top 10 protected if it's a top 10 pick in 2027. It's a 2027 first round pick because because Marchand fulfilled the obligations for the Panthers side. If the Panthers fall in the top 10 of the draft lottery, it goes to 2028. So the Bruins go to the power play for the first time with a chance to take the lead in this first period. The usual suspects out there for the first unit. Backlund wins the draw against Lindholm, played around, and Geeky couldn't keep it in. It comes all the way down to Swayman, who will leave it for Charlie McAvoy. Here is Zacha for Elias Lindholm. Zacha back to Lindholm. Broken up by Coleman on the entry, and it's dumped all the way back down. Stop the drop pass. McAvoy. Doesn't work. Drops it back for Zacha again. Stop it. Lindholm. McAvoy knocked down. No call there. Pasternak to McAvoy. Geeky one-timer. Saved by Wolf. Backdoor. Zacha was there. How did it not go? I don't know. It goes all the way down. Second unit comes out. Hampus Lindholm. Zacha can't bury. I don't know if the puck was there for him to bury it anyway. Bruins enter the zone. Pasternak can't enter the zone cleanly. Puck comes back out. It's Hampus Lindholm again. Feeds Casey Middlestat. Middlestat offside. The entries aren't good, man. Can we stop with the passing at the blue line and passing before the red line? Just enter the zone, set up shop, and do it that way. Everybody else does it. Everybody else does it. The Bruins are the only team that does the drop pass consistently. Oh, yeah, no. That puck never got to Zacha. That puck got blocked. Oh, wait. Oh, my God. Zacha. Oh, wait, no. That's bad. Oh, Zacha. Never mind. I didn't see that angle. That's not good. I didn't think that puck got to Zacha. Jesus Christ. Both men waved out of the draw, so it's going to be Coleman against Fraser Minten on the draw. Puck dropped, and it's won by Calgary. Mackenzie Weegar will clear this one down. So it's Lindholm, Arvidsson. Well, Hampus Lindholm, Victor Arvidsson, Minten, Middlestat, Steves. I like the second unit. Here comes Arvidsson for Minten across the line. Trying to curl his way to the middle. Minten. It's better than Asimon in the second unit. Here is Middlestat. Right circle. Shoots! Blocked. Wolf, I think Wolf may got a piece of that. Couldn't quite tell. Steves for Arvidsson in the bumper. Trying to play it in front. Cleared away. And Backlund will get this one down. Lindholm forecheck by Backlund a lot. Yeah, that's Backlund a lot. Back to 5-on-5. Calgary kills off the penalty. Peak will send this one ahead. Off of Asimon and in. No off. It is onside. No icing. Peak doesn't hold the blue line. Played over to Zadorov on the far side. Corrali bumped into as they get it in the zone. I don't know how the shots are 4-3 Calgary, but that's okay. Corrali off Kastelik and in. Okay, it's 4-4. Okay. Connor Zary moves it, or that's Kevin Ball, moves it along. Goes past Sharangovich. We have an icing here against Calgary. 9:15 to go in the first period. Yeah, good. This is a good shot by Middlestat here. He found some space. He waited. Good shot. Good save. 1-0 Colorado. Oh, yeah, that's right. That game's happening. I didn't add that game on here. I'll add that next in the commercial break. I didn't add that game at all on this list. My bad. Face-off tied up, and it's won back by Boston, but it comes out thanks to the referee getting in the way on the draw. Lohrei off of Elias Lindholm and in deep. Wolf plays it along. Lindholm's got it. Through Steves. Geeky trying to wave at it to Steves. Steves. Out to the blue line. McAvoy, right point, shot blocked. Steves gets the rebound, turns and shoots. Saved by Wolf. Lohrei puts it back in behind the net. Anderson will reverse it back the other way. As Steves gets knocked down, as he was covering for Lohrei. McAvoy for Lohrei. Spins, falls down, keeps possession, and gets it to David Pastrnak. Pastrnak dumps in from center. Wolf got a piece on that. And it's moved ahead, and now it comes to Ryan Lomberg. Here's Morgan Frost. Lomberg trying to get through, and Lindholm, good cutoff. Hampus Lindholm, nice breakup on the entry. Husadinov, good take. Gets it to Pastrnak. Drops it, Minton. Keeps possession here. Hampus Lindholm shoots. Save. Rebound. Pastrnak can't get on it. Backlund tied up with Aspero. Puck goes off a stick, and it comes out. Mackenzie Weegar dumps in. Aspero plays it along. Backlund. Minton tied up. Big tie-up behind the net. 3 Bruins, 2 Flames. Lindholm digs it free from the battle. Here's Husnudinov for David Pastrnak. Trying to plate up the ice. Ball breaks it up. Good pressure from Kevin Ball. Trying to draw a penalty. Didn't get one. What's up, Lava? McAvoy, right side on the neutral zone. Dumps it in deep. Takes the bump to get it in deep. Preds just tied it up. Thank you. Bruins. Ooh. Bruins get it in deep. Here's Arvidsson. Looks to throw it in front. Saved by Wolf. Zadorov puts it in deep. Tie up. Puck comes all the way out. This is going to be an icing, I think. We do. 7:01 to go. Here, let me get the LA game in the bug. I didn't even put that in there. That's my bad. So it's... L streamer, shut up. It didn't save. Hold on. There we go. I'll get the clock back up and running here. Puck comes all the way down. I think Calgary will ice this puck again. No, they will not. They're going to wave it off. No icing. Zadorov moves it along to McAvoy. Sabres tied it. Okay, I have that updated. Puck moved ahead. It's Middlestat. Broken up. Puck comes back to Zadorov. Nice play over to McAvoy, getting it around Sharon Govich. McAvoy flips in. Bruins doing this period. Good. I don't have an issue right now. They're doing all right. Now it's the second period, right? Kadri trying to get around Lohrei. Good positioning. Got it away from Kadri. Wow. All right. Nice. Zaka sends it ahead for Middlestat. The end of a shift for these guys. Middlestat will dump it in. Second line will go for a change. Kastelik on the forecheck. Yan Kuznetsov off of Sharon Govich. That puck deflects in and out of play with 6:09 to go in the first period. Bruins and Flames scoreless, but the Bruins actually having a pretty decent start. Defensive play by Lohrei there. Finally, something positive to say about Lohrei in his own zone. Finally. Been waiting for it. I knew it had to come eventually. I knew he couldn't be that bad for that long consistently. I knew he had to do something right. Finally got it right. Yeah, it's like it seems like a completely different team. Yeah, change their lineup. Oh yeah, you want to see the lineup? Here you go. That's the Flames. Here's the Bruins lineup. There you go. You can check it out for yourselves. Looks way more balanced. As we're in TV timeout. I'm wearing my new Morgan Geeky jersey that I got for Christmas. And screenshot this, chat. There you go. No new guy? No, they took him out. They took Kolyachonik out. I was wondering. Pasta on line 3 to balance out the lineup. Plus, they play. Pasternak plays well with Minton and Husnudinov. They do play well together. Go back to it if it worked. They only split it up because they got somebody back from the lineup and they wanted to go back to their original lines. Blue Jackets lead 3-1. Grazie. See the trade in the NHL today? That's Matejchuk. Blue Jackets made a trade with the Penguins. Chinnikov to Pittsburgh for Heinen and 2 picks. Corrali kicked out of the draw against Johnny Beecher. Sylvia's former pal Mark Kastelik. And now Beecher's waved out. Never mind. Kastelik will take this draw against Klapka. Kastelik wins the faceoff and will advance this puck at Sean Corrali. Cross corner flip in. Asamon moves it along to Kastelik. Bruzistevich trying to move this ahead. Hampus Lindholm cuts it off just outside the blue line and flips it right back in deep. Kastelik knocks into his man. Beecher will send it ahead. Aspro cut it off. Want to fight tonight? Mark Kastelik against Connor Zary. How's that sound? Sounds like a good heavyweight tilt to me. Here is Klapka from Brustevich. In deep. Hampus Lindholm. Nice job by Kastelik. Good reach getting that puck out of the zone. Middlestat on the forecheck there up against Ball. Klapka sends it ahead off Lombergen in deep. Aspero wrapped up along the wall. Goalie fight. Swayman against Wolf. 2 of the young studs in the league. Elias Lindholm to Charlie McAvoy. Geeky gets this one out. Middlestat tied up. Puck comes to Morgan Geeky, and he's going to ice the puck on accident. Be legendary, but the refs would never allow it. Yeah, it would. It'd be great if they did it. Beecher playing for Calgary, yep. He's playing for Calgary. He's on the 4th line, which not a lot changed, did it, dear Johnny? Here's Middlestat for McAvoy for Elias Lindholm, and he'll backhand it in deep. So Middlestat with Lindholm and Geeky, okay. Middlestat trying to throw it in front, and it's stopped by Wolf. Geeky was there in front, he just couldn't get it to him to actually hit Wolf instead. So that's going to be a Bruins shot on goal for Casey Middlestat. McAvoy, good breakup in the neutral zone. Sharon Govich gets it back for Calgary. Mackenzie Weegar across the line. Whoa, McAvoy was headhunting. He was looking for a huge hit outside, just out the blue line. That puck comes out in front. Geeky will get this one away from trouble. Throw it to the slot, turn it over, but Swayman makes the glove save on Kadri. Charlie McAvoy, he was looking for the biggest hit of the season. Oh, no. Oh, boy. Oh, Geeky. Bad turnover, but McAvoy, oh, my God. Here, I got to mute for a second. I got to hear, apparently, Austin Theory got new music. I want to hear it. Hold on. Yo. Let's go. That song's banging. Well, let's listen. I'm sorry. It's copyrighted. It's WWE. I'm sorry. I don't want to I don't want to take risks. Yay! Penta came back. Yay! I was wondering if it was good. I was wondering. I know. Canada still leads 3-1. Ah. But to see the U.S., Hagens and Zellers, baby. Hagens and Zellers. Bruins prospects. Yup. .421 to go first period. Bruins still tied, still scoreless, the Flames. Backlund waved out. It'll be Coleman on the draw. Face-off won by Calgary. Kuznetsov gets it past Pasternak. It's Coronado in front. That shot was on the side of the cage. Where's the puck? It's dug free by Peak. Coronado. Out top. Uyghur's drive wide. I don't know. Kastelik trying to send this one ahead. It popped up high in the air. Lands in the slot. Kastelik gets it away. It's Husnudinov. And he'll take a big hit by Uyghur. And Kastelik comes over and takes exception to it. They're exchanging pleasantries in front of the Bruins bench. Minton. Here is Aspero for Husnudinov for Pasternak. Great entry. Trying to find Minton in front is just too saucy on that pass. How big is it? Zellers is small. He is small. If he can just bulk up a little bit, keep those hands. Oh, chance for Huberdeau. And I think Lindholm might have blocked it. If not, Swayman got a piece. Kevin Ball for Frost. Swayman got a piece of that one, too. Puck moved ahead. Flames keep it in. Hampus Lindholm wants to go back and get it. So he's fast. Yeah, he's fast. Great wrist shot. Best thing about him is that wrist shot. Holy cow. Hampus Lindholm trying to flip this one out. Can't. Kept in. Flames just pressuring the Bruins here. Minton's been out there forever. So is Husnudinov. He'll finally go off for a change. Arvidsson, good breakout. Dumps it in deep so the rest of his team can change. Good. Good job there Arvidsson. Middlestat trying to find Zacha in the slot. It was just behind Zacha. Beecher, poke check by Zadorov. Now Middlestat will find McAvoy in transition. Here come the Bruins. McAvoy, a defenseman, falls for Calgary. Zacha, Zadorov, left circle, fires a shot. Gets blocked. Middlestat trying to get it to Arvidsson. Cut off. Zacha trying to keep it in. Zadorov can't. It's forced out. Here is McAvoy now. Touch pass from Asamont. Kastelik shot saved by Wolf. Rebound still free. Corrali trying to get it to Lori. Good keep inside the line. Peak far circle. Walks out in front. And it's in. They score. Andrew Peak. Bruins lead 1-0. Andrew Peak. Great job getting it down low. It's 1-0. Impressive stuff from Peak there. Good patience. Peak's got his fourth. Laura with a great job keeping it at the line. Finds Peak, and he buries it. Nice job. All right. All right, boys. Nice. Peak kind of just took a weird bounce and got in the back of the net. Peak is fourth of the year. The Flames are talking about it. Okay. Peak is challenging for goalie. The Calgary's challenging for goalie interference. Let's see. Skate hits the arm. There's more contact from Bruin to goalie than there was in the Lindholm goal. I don't know. So you got to remember, it was a goal on the ice. So you have to there has to be enough evidence to overturn if it was there was enough evidence to overturn it for goalie interference. So the situation room in Toronto is discussing with the officials on the ice in Calgary right now. I don't think this should get overturned, although we don't know what goalie interference is, so it's a crapshoot. We really don't know anymore because apparently the league doesn't know either. The league doesn't know, so how are we supposed to know? The longer they're looking at this, the more I think that this is going to get overturned. Okay, headsets are coming off. Okay, we have a goal. All right, good. The call holds up. We have a goal. Bruins with a 1-0 lead. Andrew Peeke has his 4th goal of the season. That goal will stand. So the Bruins now, because of that, because of the unsuccessful challenge, they will get a power play out of this. So the Bruins will actually go to the power play for the second time because of that. Because it's a delay of game on the bench for an unsuccessful challenge. So the Bruins will have a power play here for the remainder of the first period at the max. Now here's McAvoy. The Bruins had a shot on goal in their first power play. Here's Elias Lindholm for Zacha, back to Lindholm, touch pass over to Pasternak. Lindholm gets it in around the net to Morgan Geekie on the far side along the wall. McAvoy out top. Pressured at the blue line by Coleman. He's forced out. McAvoy, come on! Hold your line! You're better than him! McAvoy makes a man lose his stick. Zacha to Pasternak. Here comes Morgan Geekie. 3-on-2 for the Bruins. Now it's a third man in. Now here's Geekie. Wait, what? Too many men! Wait a minute. The Flames had 6 guys in the ice shorthanded. Final minute of the first period. The Bruins bench is screaming at the officials. The Flames, the guy was still in the red neutral zones logo when the guy came on. How is that illegal? Pasternak gets it to Lindholm. Geekie, fans on it, cleared by Beecher. How is that remotely legal? Did you see that? That was at least 4 or 5 seconds early. How did he get away with that? Here's Arvidsson, drops it for Middlestat. Middlestat for Lowry. Middlestat, Arvidsson down to 20 seconds. Lowry, Hampus Lindholm on the center point. Lowry left side. Shoot the puck, boys. Lindholm. Lowry for Pasternak. In front, Arvidsson's there, and it's cleared away. Lindholm to Middlestat. Final seconds of the period, that's it. That's insane. That's insane. I don't care the Bruins have a 1-0 lead. I'm mad now. That's goalie. That is too many men. Here we go. Yeah, that's not even close. That's not even remotely close. That's not even remotely close. That is one of the worst. No, that is one of the worst misses I'll ever see. And Mark Kastelik is screaming right now at the officials. And and Steve Spot's letting him have it. Good on you, Steve. That's unbelievable. He entered when the Flames guy came on the ice. The guy that was going off was in the Bruins zone. I'm freaking sorry. He was in the Bruins zone when he came on the ice. He was still at least a good 15, 20 feet from the bench. I don't get how that's not too many men. Yeah, it was a 3-on-2. It was a 3-on-2, and they freaking just said, nah, it's okay. 3-on-3 now. Screw you. Oh. For God's sake. The referees, you win the Stanley Cup. Here you go. There's an agenda against Boston sports. I get it. But at least don't make it painfully obvious, bro. God. Were they thinking about the hot dogs and beer they're going to consume during the intermission? The Bruins' first goal is Andrew Peak. Keegan. The Bruins will have 5 seconds of a power play to start the second period. Like, that matters. Should have been 5-on-3. Sabres, Blues about to start the third period. Okay. And that's going to be second, and that's going to be second. And the rest of the games should get underway. We should start getting some finals here for games, right? Are games going late? Rangers and Canes in overtime. Jets, Oilers lead 2-1. Okay. Only finalists, Capitals, Panthers. Ugh. Laura had his 13th assist on that goal, by the way, for Peak. Corrali get this 8th assist of the season. I just got a text. That was the most defeated you've ever heard in a Bruins goal call that wasn't a garbage time goal. Oh, no. Really? Was it that bad? Peak far circle, walks out in front, and it's in. They score. Andrew Peak. Bruins lead 1-0. Andrew Peak, great job getting it down low. It's 1-0. I did not sound defeated. What are you talking about? Send. Unenthusiastic. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't know. Peak's the best player in the Bruins right now? In an opposite universe. Worst call I ever saw was in a Junior C game. A player tomahawked an opponent's stick, breaking it in two. The victim dropped his stick, yet the ref penalized the victim for playing with a broken stick. Okay, so this is a Junior C game. I have a question for you, Lava. Was the referee intoxicated in any way? Oh, that's why Middleset was playing with Lindholm and Geeky. Alex Steves to the room. Fuck. No! Come on! We can't have anything! Looks like Rangers Cane's about to go to a shootout unless Kane score in 8 seconds. What happened to Steves? I don't even know what happened to Steves. Scott McLaughlin of WEI says that Steves took a couple of hard hits from Huberdeau on his final shift. Both looked a bit awkward. Second was actually a pretty clear interference as Steve would try to keep the puck in the zone. Ugh. God. Who scored? Peak. There's a different one of these that has, like... Hold on. Let me see if... Can I... Bruins goal. Peak. 4/18/06. How does that look? No. Looks terrible. Never mind. You tried. You know what? I tried, and it didn't go. It didn't work. Pete getting a hat trick this game. I am so confident that's not going to happen that if Andrew Peak gets a hat trick this game, I will buy somebody a tier 1 member for a month. That is how confident I am in Andrew Peak not getting a hat trick. I will buy somebody a tier 1 member tonight. I will do it. That is how confident I am in that not happening. $5. Wow. Yeah. Bruins a hat trick this season, I believe. You're right. So if it's Andrew Peak that gets the first Bruins hat trick, if they get this dumbass to get the first hat trick of the season for the Bruins, I'm gonna cry. So.
Go Bruins. Fuck the Flames.
Oh.
Go Bruins.
Okay, Kyle. Thanks. Peak getting a hattie for sure, so we can see Sam cry. Bruins have scored in all 40 games this season. At least that's something positive. Ah, yeah, okay. Dear Olmark left Ottawa. Taking a leave of absence due to personal reasons. Hope all is well for Olmark and his family. Hopefully everything's alright. Did Matt Rife in the Garden on Wednesday? Oh. Alright. Have fun with that. I wonder how he is in person, guys. I've seen some clips on social media. The guy is pretty funny. So I wonder how that's going to go. And I wonder how he's like, you know. I didn't know he was doing arenas. Damn, bro. Just for shits and giggles. Yeah, I want to see it in person, yeah. Alright, man. Well, have fun. Hopefully it's a good show. I didn't know he was doing arenas. I thought he was doing like massive auditoriums and like festivals and stuff like that. I didn't know he was like that big. He's selling out arenas. All right, bro. I respect the hustle. Should be getting back out for second period, right? Yeah. Wear a Bees jersey, or is it Bruins or a Celtics jersey for him, right? Same with Nikki Glazer. Nikki Glazer did a set in Boston and she wore a Bruins jersey, right? Hockey's more common for him. Then yeah, he'll probably wear a Bruins jersey. This game's been the third period for the last 45 minutes. And it says there's still 3 minutes to go. Damn. Providence in action Wednesday against Springfield. Note, BNG is doing the game live on Wednesday afternoon at 3:05 start. So go over Black and Gold Productions YouTube channel. Link down below in the description. Go check it out. It'll be live Wednesday at 3. 2:45, I'm assuming, for Bruins and Thunderbirds.
Hi.
Nobody was supposed to hear that. Last time BNG was doing a live game for Providence, Quinn Hughes got traded. Can you work magic for Lorai or Corpy this time? Not on a Bruins game day. I don't think they're gonna make the trade on a game day. I doubt it. I love a Corpy trade. Well, I know you would, Exotic. To be calling for PNG. Providence and Springfield. Question for tonight. The Bruins have 12 former players who are 90 years old. Only one's in the Hall of Fame. Name him. Busick? Is he 90? I have no idea. Doing Wednesday's Bruins game. Yeah, I'm doing both. Providence at 3, Boston at 9:30. Busick? Okay. Columbus and Ottawa final. Okay. All right. Zamboni doors need some repairs. Great, we have a delay. Apparently they can't close the door. Oh, they got it closed. Great, we have a delay. The Zamboni doors on the right side behind Swayman are weird. They're like not closing correctly. Finally, we're gonna play. Bruins have a power play for 6 seconds to start the period. Lindholm, Pasternak, and Geeky with Zadorov and McAvoy for Boston. Second period starts now. And that's going to do it for the Bruins power play. Back to 5-on-5. Backlund's shot, it gets blocked, and it goes out of play. 11 seconds into the period. Zacha on the faceoff. It's tied up and it's won by Calgary. Uyghur's shot gets blocked. Arvidsson will chop at it and get it out of the zone. Ooh, Morgan Frost almost got his pocket picked by Middlestat. Here is Zary across the line. Plays it in deep. McAvoy chips it along to Arvidsson. Puck played back out. Uyghur right point. Shot on the net. Just did not get to swim in and went wide. Yan Kuznetsov keeps it alive for Calgary as a defenseman. Puck comes in front. Hit off the side of the net wide. Zacha out in front. Calgary gets it back for Frost. Zacha tying up the stick. Puck comes to Arvidsson. Gives the shoulder and gets it out of the zone. Arvidsson flips in. Right in on Wolf. He plays it aside. That's a dangerous play he just made. Now here comes Calgary. Backlund gets it in deep. Hampus Lindholm for Aspero. Played along to Pasternak. Here is Coronado. Couldn't get it in front. Puck comes out. It's Pasternak. Wild the 1-0 lead on Vegas. Thank you. Pasternak, good battle against Ball. Good tie-up. Couldn't get the puck free, though. Kick to Rasmus Andersson. It's dumped in. Hampus Lindholm gets knocked into by Coronado. Kuznetsov to Aspero. Coronado tying him up. Puck's popped up high in the corner on the near side. Pasternak, good job along the wall. Puck comes to the line, kept in there by Bruzestevich. Here is Marat Husnadinov. Spins back against Kadri, has to work backwards here. He has an option in Lindholm, he found him. Sends it ahead, it's going to be an icing here against Boston. Oh, jeez. Kadri wins the draw against Elias Lindholm, but it comes all the way out. Perhaps better tonight, man. I mean, sure. They missed a blatant too many men penalty against Calgary earlier. Puck was played with a high stick. They'll play on as the Bruins touched it next. Elias Lindholm for Lohrei. Off Morgan Geeky and in the zone. Uyghur plays it around. Farabee, Geeky gets it back. Geeky spinning in the left corner. Lohrei. Oh, Lohrei. You did a good and you did a bad. You couldn't get the puck in there. It's a good pass from Geeky. Couldn't keep that puck in. Uyghur couldn't get it out. Geeky held it in. Steve's up against the wall by Kuznetsov. So we have Canada plus Seattle. Yep. Calgary, Edmonton, Vancouver, Seattle. The Flames are offside. Klapka with an entry on a good feed from Kadri, but it was not enough. It's offside just a tad too early. 2-1 Utah. Okay. Zadorov for... here's Lomberg. Flames keeping it alive here. Here is Lomberg out to the line. Shot by Hanley, misses wide. Asamon trying to send this one ahead. He can't. Big tie-up. He turned it over. Brustevich fires. Saves Swayman. He got the blocker on it. Back out to the Hanley. Beecher over to Hanley. Klepka. Knocked away by Asamon. Sent ahead. It's Corrali. He can't play it against Beecher. Corrali plays it around the net. Lomberg trying to get this one out. He does. Asamont dumped in by McAvoy. Bruins will get a full change. Kings side against the Avs, okay. Puck's dumped in cross corner. It's Morgan Frost. Zare tied up there by Hampus Lindholm in the near side corner. Puck played around now. It's Anderson at the right point for Calgary. Kevin Ball, shot, Knuckler, save, rebound, knocked away. Bruins need a little more jump in their game here. Puck lofted ahead. Pavel Zacha, first man on it for Boston. Through Casey Middlestat, couldn't play that. Now here's Huberdeau for Anderson off the rush, right circle, centering pass, Swayman! What a save! Holy cow! Robbing Morgan Frost. What a glove save by Swayman. My goodness. Wow. Take a picture of that one, frame it and hang it in the Louvre. Wow, what a save. Holy moly. Peak lost a glove. Puck comes out. It's going to be an icing here against Boston. Yeah, call the Calgary PD. Yes. Boarding penalties are 5-minute major and out of a game, or just a major? Just a major. Depends. It can be a 2-minute minor. It can also be a major and an ejection. Big tie-up off the draw. Elias Lindholm wins it against Backlund, trying to send it to Pasternak. Chops it ahead, trying to find Husnudinov. Rasmus Anderson go back and get this one. No icing, they're going to say. Anderson and Husnudinov tied up. Minton in there as well. Puck comes to Backlund. Pasternak trying to break up the pass. Puck goes off. Lower ice, sticking out into the neutral zone. Peak will go back and get this one. No severity. It depends on how bad it was. This puck lands just past the right hand of Chris Kelly. On the bench. Wasn't a 5-minute power play while I was asking. Might be let me check what it was. They gave Hurdle a boarding penalty, so it's a 5-minute major. Sometimes they don't get kicked out. McAvoy to Zadorov. Off a skate of Farabee. Puck comes back to McAvoy on a lucky bounce for Boston. Zadorov. For Alex Steeves, he backhands it in deep. Kuznetsov will battle for it with Elias Lindholm. Geeky in there as well. And now Calgary gets it free. It's Uyghur. Sends it ahead. Here's Kadri. 2-on-1. He has Sharangovich. Kadri the front. Saves Swayman. He got ran. He ran right through Swayman, and Kadri is pointing. Kadri's saying it to Zadorov. He pushed me. And Swayman having a word with Kadri. And Swayman shakes his head right in his face. They're going to say Kadri saying Zadorov pushed him. Did he? No. Zadorov, nudged him. It was not a push. It was not a push. Major difference between a push and a nudge. Nazem. The dream! Elias Lindholm wins against Nazem Kadri. McAvoy flips it ahead. Steves in the neutral zone. Geeky trying to get to Lindholm. Can't get it through. Geeky battling. Puck comes to Farabee. Zadorov the poke check. Sharon Govich's shot goes wide. McAvoy double teamed in the corner. Geeky coming over there for support. Puck comes to Morgan Geeky. With Lindholm and McAvoy 3-on-2. They're at the end of a shift, so they're going to go change. Geeky in on the forecheck, finishing his hit. Puck goes off of Sharon Govich. Farabee back to Sharon Govich. For Kadri, right side. Lohrei on him. Kadri. Lohrei, good pressure. Knocked out of the zone. Anderson got knocked down. Too bad Minton couldn't get on a breakaway with Pasternak. Would have been a 2-on-0. Here comes Minton for Husnudinov. Bruins enter the zone. They're going from right to left in the road whites. Flames going from left to right in the home reds. Lohrei. Husnudinov. Out to the line. Peak, who has the goal for Boston. In deep for Minton. Husnudinov has it in the left corner. Back to Lohrei, left point. Where even remotely close to the net was Mason Lohrei even attempting to throw that puck? It was off a stick and flew into the 13th row, nowhere near the net. He threw it cross corner, off a stick, 20 rows up. I got nothing. I got nothing. Wait, what? The Usos won the tag titles. What the hell? Wow. I can't say I saw that coming. Make sure if you have not yet, hit the like button and subscribe. Would love an alert on the screen. We haven't had an alert in quite a few days on stream. If you have not yet, hit the like button, subscribe. Donations are open. Multiple ways you can donate to the live stream would be much appreciated. Preds tied it at 2 against Nashville. Okay. Thank you. Corrali on the draw in the offensive zone against Morgan Frost. Frost is waved out. So it'll be Zari against Corrali. Tie up. Zari wins the draw against Corrali. Puck moved ahead. Corrali with a broken stick keeps it in. It's Asamont. Gets it in deep. Kastelik on the forecheck against Hanley. Good battle from Kastelik. Just trying to move the puck along here. Gets it free. Out to the line. Shot blocked from Hampus Lindholm. And now Huberdeau 2-on-1 with Zari. Huberdeau slips and falls. Corrali, great back check and broke it up. What a job by Corrali there. And puck's dumped in by Asamont as Corrali shattered his stick, got a new one, came back down, and broke up a 2-on-1 pass. We have a stop here. And Kastelik and Huberdeau exchange. Huberdeau's laughing at him, and Kastelik's not laughing. And now Hanley and Aspero coming together. Whoa, 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 whoa! Castlick and Huberto, they're in a wrestling match. We got a brawl in Calgary. We got a brawl in the Saddle Dome. Castlick throwing Huberto away from a brawl. Corrali's in the middle of it. He was in the middle of it with, is that Brusevich or Zari? Which one? Castlick and Huberto, there was a big disagreement in front of the benches, and it led to more. Castlick and Huberto were talking, and then Hanley shoved at Asamont, Aspero shoved him away, and then Zari got dragged by the horse collar by Corrali. All right, so we're 5-on-5. They didn't call any penalties on that, which I'm glad. And we're going to play on. Bruins will move this one ahead. It's middle stat for Arvidsson for Zacha. Zacha gets it in deep cross corner. In on the forecheck, wins a battle. He had no support there as his defensemen were still entering the zone. Here is Yan Kuznetsov. McAvoy the breakup. That puck gets through somehow. Poked out in front, and Zacha gets it away. Middlestat plays it across. Arvidsson broken up by Kuznetsov. And he'll regroup for Calgary. Yeah, the trip from Aspero and Huberto. Well, not the trip, but the contact. Speaking of a penalty, I have a penalty on Boston here. It's going to be on Arvidsson, and Arvidsson's barking. Arvidsson's barking at the official. I didn't see anything that warranted a penalty. Slashing is what they're calling it. Okay. Slashing is this, with the stick on another stick. Okay. All right. Flames on their second power play of the night. Uyghur fans on the shot. Uyghur gets the return. Frost. Uyghur. Swayman gets square and makes the nice stop on Uyghur's drive from the point. Canada has a player named Zane Parekh. As a defenseman, he scored 30 goals in his last two OHL seasons. The last player to do that before Parekh was Bobby Orr. Can we have him, please? Sharks with a 1-0 lead on the Ducks. That game 4 years ago was objectively worse than what it could be now. Face-off won by Calgary. Uyghur. Lindholm, the good stick lift on Frost, and Corrali clears. Here is Uyghur. 30 seconds into the penalty. Corrali takes it away on a drop pass. And he'll take it back and dump it right back in the Calgary end. Nice job by Corrali. Zane Parekh's a Flames prospect, right? Is that correct? Here is Farabee. Drops back for Coronado. Enters the zone, Farabee. Minton with an active stick. Puck played across. Farabee has some space in front. Lindholm the block. Farabee slips and almost falls. Lindholm cuts off the pass from Uyghur and clears. Good structure. He is? Okay. Corrali poke checks Uyghur. Corrali having a good kill here. Here is Sharangovich. Off Kadri. Sharangovich, McAvoy the take. Rasmus Anderson holds in for Calgary. Coleman, deflected by Corrali. Anderson loads up, drive wide. Didn't get to Swayman. Puck comes to Elias Lindholm, and he will clear it 200 feet. Stretch pass up the ice from the goalie Wolf to Coleman. Kadri enters the zone. On the near side, Anderson gets the return back to Kadri. Kadri, 10 seconds to go on the power play for Calgary. Anderson's drive wide of Swayman. This puck's going to come all the way down. The Bruins will kill off a penalty. Back to even strength. Bruins kill it off. We're back to 5-on-5. Here is Kadri. Arvidsson, good tie-up. He goes down. Calgary's offside. Okay, I was wondering if we're going to have a penalty there or not. Go to commercial break. 9:14 to go in the period. 1-0 Boston. Only one shot in the period. Come on, boys. Come on. Pucks to the net. The Rams blocked a field goal for a touchdown? What in the hell? Okay. Damn. Avs lead 2-1 over the Kings. Damn it. Also, the Broncos lose to the Chargers. Not high because Justin Herbert's not playing. Bruins needs more shots. Getting outshot 4-1 in the second period. You need more shots to the net. Wolf is leaky. You know that. You know he's leaky. He scored a weird... He gave up a weird goal. All pucks to the net. Beecher waved out of the draw against Zaka. It'll be Zary on the draw. And we are back underway. Bruins win that face-off. Middle stat for Hampus Lindholm. The Bruins will break out. Here comes Arvidsson. He'll just dump in. Wolf plays it to Weegar. And Calgary will break it right back out because the forecheck's not fast enough right now. Puck gets through 2 Bruins against 1 Flynn. Not really sure how. Huberdeau in front. Weegar gets it back, puts it over the net. Arvidsson will get this one ahead. Whips it over to Zaka. Bats it down, trying to move it ahead. Frost cuts it off. Zary, how's it not offside? Here is Weegar. Kuznetsov moves ahead. It's Lomberg. Aspro ties him up. Lindholm to Middlestat. Ahead for Zaka. Over to Aspro on the far wing. Tried to dump in, could not. Puck hits Wolf. That'll be a shot on goal for the Bruins. I should be. Ball sends it head off a stick. Dumped in deep. Peak plays it to Lohrei, trying to break this one out. Held in by Anderson. Goes across the goal mouth wide. Here comes Pasternak. Chips it to Husnudinov. Trouble with it. Lohrei, don't back off there. Pasternak cuts through. Here he comes. Pasternak fires, and he just missed wide. That short side was open. Peak gets it in deep. Pasternak against Ball. Pasternak digs it free. Out in front trying to find Minton. He couldn't get there. Zadorov. Over to Peak on the right point. Pasternak gets the feet on the cross-ice pass. Didn't do much with it. Minton. Klapka. Pasternak takes it away. Zadorov keeps it at the left point. Gets around his man. Pasternak back to Zadorov. Peak. Loads up and shoots. Save. Rebound. Cleared away. And the Flames will get this one out. This is not going to be icing. It was deflected. Here is Peak. Peak's knocked down by Coleman. Asamont's tripped. No call. Brustevich shoots. It's blocked. Backlund against Peak. Peak's been out there for a long time. Here's Corrali. Takes it away and gets this puck out. It's Asimon off a stick. Brustevich almost put it right in his own net. Corrali waves at it, keeps it inside the line, at least for the moment. Here is Coronado. Coronado. Zadorov cutting off his angle, knocks him down as well. Hanley puts it in deep. Coronado tied up with Zadorov. Backlund for Coleman, scores! Blake Coleman in Calgary ties it at 1. Swayman's upset at something. There was no goal. There was nothing in front of Swayman. So I'm not sure what. Not sure what he's arguing. I didn't see much. Bruins take it away. It's Steves. What a save by Wolf. It was a golden opportunity in front for Steves, and he just got cut off. Aspero to the net. I thought they scored. It missed just wide. Lindholm keeps it in on the left point. Geeky plays it across. There's nobody there for the Bruins. Kuznetsov gets this one outside the blue line. Aspero will regroup for Geeky, and he'll dump it right back in. Puck moved ahead. Shot there is blocked in front. Where's the puck? It's out of play. It's off the surface. Buffalo beats St. Louis. That's 9 in a row for the Sabres. Good Lord. Offense has gone quiet in the second period. Need more. Anaheim ties it at 1. We're in commercial, 5:41 to go in the second period. It's 1-1. Bruins' goal came from Andrew Peak late in the first. Calgary's goal just came moments ago from Blake Coleman, who is in trade rumors right now. Apparently the Bruins have called on Blake Coleman per source. Not interested. Oh, Steve's had him. Steve's had him. Just couldn't get it around the pad. And then the try by Aspero, that I thought that went in, and I'm glad I thought it went in because it hit the post. Saka on the draw, waved out. So it'll be Middlestat against Morgan Frost in this faceoff to the right of Swayman. Frost wins the draw. Huberdeau, shot blocked. Bruins chop this one out. It was Peak on the chop out. Huberdeau back to ball. Puck comes down. We have an icing here against Calgary. Vote for who I'm cheering for, but my dad loves the Bruins and I love the Flames, so I'm really cheering for both. Okay. Well, if you want to vote, cover your eyes and click one. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Or just that one. Make sure if you have not yet, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. On the road to 2.2K. Also, donations are accepted. Pin comment in the live chat. First link in the description is the same link. Or you can that super chat button, that dollar bill icon in the live chat. Minton wins the draw cleanly. Lorai over to Peak on the right point. Trying to go across ice pass to Pasternak. It got broken up there by Zari. Lava, I did see that. That was cool. Lorai for Husnadinov. Chips in deep. Kevin Ball battling with Husnadinov. Here comes Morgan Frost. Ahead for Rasmus Anderson. Crosses the line. Huberdeau. Husnadinov wrapping him up. Huberdeau gets it back in around the net in deep. Frost. Peak with a good stick. Uyghur gets around Husnadinov. Tripped him. No call. Goodness. Thank God. That one would have been a trip. Minton ahead for Husnadinov. Bruins will try to break this one out. Pasternak guides it in. Bruins will start a change. Minton on the forecheck against Yan Kuznetsov. Played to Backlund over to Uyghur. Coleman. Shot, save, Swayman the blocker. Now here's Middlestat. Up glass, Zaka gets the feed. Sends it ahead, trying to find Arvidsson. Just couldn't get it to him cleanly. Coronado, Middlestat, good reach around, trying to get this puck in the offensive zone for the moment. Puck comes just out. Backlund's got it. 3-on-2 for Calgary. Played past Coronado. Zadorov to Middlestat. Through McAvoy. Backlund takes it away. Shot. Saves Swayman. Rebound knocked away. 6-1 Canada. Damn. Here's Arvidsson for Zaka. Quick retry to Arvidsson. Shot. Save. Rebound cleared away. We have an icing here against Calgary. No, it's gonna die. No icing. Here is Aspero for Hampus Lindholm. Cuts his way to the outside. Lost the puck. Beecher took it away from Lindholm. Aspero gets it back. Steves to Elias Lindholm. Leaves it for Alex Steves. Shot off the rush is blocked. And now it's Klepka. Ahead for Anderson. Backhands in deep. Now here's Hampus Lindholm. Played along. Kept in by Yan Kuznetsov. Aspero tripped. No call? Come on! That's blatant as day. Come on, refs. Open your eyeballs and stop drinking before you come out. Sharon Govich. In front, Lindholm, the stick lift. Now it's Geeky. Back to Elias Lindholm. Enters the zone. In deep for Morgan Geeky. Pasternak. McAvoy shot. He broke his stick. Geeky gets it back. Zadorov left point. McAvoy's got a new stick on the right point. Shot. Did not get through the net. McAvoy keeps it in. Puck comes in front. Geeky. Pasternak. What a save, Wolf. Got robbed. It was a great pass by Geeky. Zadorov over to McAvoy. Waves it over to Husnadinov. In the slot. Zadorov's there. Stick broke. Puck comes out. Icing against the Flames here. They got it right. Pasternak has led the Bruins forwards in time on ice the last 8 games with over 20 minutes averaged. Not even played, I guess, so many missed calls both ways. A lot of tripping. But that one is... There's not one that's been more blatant than that one so far. Than the ones they've missed. Minton on this draw. Bruins win the draw. Lorai for Peak. Pasternak. Right circle. Save by Wolf. Canucks side at one against Seattle. Thank you. Shots are 7 apiece in the period. Minton will take this face-off on his weaker side against Michael Backlund on his dominant side. Minton did not win that draw. Backlund wins it. Calgary flips this one out. Glove down by Peak. Lohrei got it on the far side. Tape to tape to Minton. Minton enters the zone, finds Hustendinov left side. Trying to throw it in front. Goes across the goal mouth. Pasternak trying to get it through ball. Couldn't get it to Minton. Coleman for Backlund. Carries it ahead. He'll jump it in cross corner. Lohrei. Oh boy. Okay, got it away. Jeez, he almost coughed it up again. Pasternak in the neutral zone. Coronado gets it back in. Lohrei over to Peak. Back to Lohrei. Carries it ahead. He'll dump in so his defensive partner and him can go change. Anderson takes a bump for Masamont. Ball for Morgan Frost. Chips it ahead. Puck comes to Huberdeau. For Zari. Kicks it to his stick blade. Weegar. Around Corrali. Aspro cuts it off. Out to Zari. Through the legs pass to Weegar. Has some space. Shot, save, rebound. Knuckler. Swayman has it with 46 seconds to go in the period. And now Aspro and... is that Huberdeau mixing it up? Behind the net? .4 to go in the period. Faceoff will come outside of the Bruins' end. Bruins get the puck off the draw. Middlestat waves it ahead. Zaka against Weegar. Weegar wins the battle, sends it to Zari. Here comes Calgary. Pass broken up by Arvidsson's the stick. 30 seconds to go in the period. Calgary gets it in deep. Zaka on the back check. McAvoy through Arvidsson. Could not play that puck. He got his stick lifted. Kevin Ball ahead. Goes off Zaka's skate on the pass on the entry from Huberdeau. Middlestat forces this one out. Down to 10 seconds to go in the second period. Five seconds to go in the period. Zadorov will just play it around to McAvoy. He'll pin it up against the wall. And that's going to do it for the second period. Tied at 1 through 40 minutes. Shots in that period were 9-7 Flames. That should say, what, third period? Second period. Gotta get it all updated. Yeah. We are tied at 1 through 40 minutes. Bruins' goal came back in the first period. Flames' goals came here in the second period. I'm okay today? He's probably asleep. The game's probably too late. Is he from? He's from New England, I think. My best crime impression today. You're doing all right so far. You're hanging in there, Victoria. I appreciate it. I'm a little munchy. I'm gonna go get a snack. So, be right back. Bruins and Flames tied at 1 through 2 periods. We'll be right back. A stream tradition. Gotta have our Oreos, right? Oh, jeez. Bring the desk a little closer. Kraken with a 2-1 lead. So I sent my daughter's second birthday cake for her birthday. Oh, go do that. That's way more important than giving me scores for a Bruins game. I mean, for the NHL. I have the app right in front of me if all fails. Jeez, that's way more important. Unless you're procrastinating. Procrastinating. Takes or so to watch. Oh, it's still too warm. No. Not to. At least you're honest. I respect your honesty. Bruins close game? Yes, I am. Okay. Make sure if you have not yet, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. And come on into the live chat. Come join the conversation. We'd love to hear from you. I don't have sub-only mode on. Anybody can come in and come chat. Thoughts on the game so far, Sam? How you liking the lineup? You know, it's better. Aspro has been, it's been night and day defensively. The Bruins have been much more defensively sound with Aspro in the lineup. Offensively, I like Pasternak with Minton and Husnudinov. I like the second line of Middlestat, Zaka, and Arvidsson. The fourth line, bringing a lot of effort. It's the top line I'm not really seeing a whole lot of. Besides the top line, the offense has been giving the effort. It's got to bury one. Vlad together? No. I like Hasbro with Lindholm. Being the Blazers, but you choked it all up. I told you the Celtics aren't good. They're not good this year. That's all right. They're not great. I'm not convinced about the Celtics. I don't care where they are in the standings. I don't care. I don't buy it. Love it, Yoki. Yoki did travel. That's better than him with Peak. Who's better, Lorai or Peak, or equally bad? That's the correct question to ask. I'll give Peak the advantage, because Peak can actually score. Mason Lorai can't. The answer is yes. It's funny. Problem is, I see is playing Lorai down. He'll be claimed immediately, right? Well, yeah, you have to go through waivers before getting sent down. So, and I see him getting claimed. Two years ago, Lorai scored against the Panthers in the playoffs. Yeah, that was 2 years ago. What have you done for me recently? Do they get something for him? I could see a world where they do trade him. That's a quick intermission in Denver. The third period's already starting up. I want to see Zadorov hit the net. He has a great shot when he shoots, I know. I'm on a Zaka or a Kaslik goal. Honestly, Tiffany, I don't care who scores. I just want a goal for the Bruins right now. That's what I want. I don't give a damn who it is. Could be Jeremy Swayman for all I care. That would make my day. It would make my year. You kidding me? Love goalie goals, especially when it's not against your team. We're going to a building on Saturday where that happened in a couple years ago. With Olmark. Louis Domingue did it to Providence a couple years ago. My buddy Brett Schaaf's called that one. Want Wallstedt for the Wild to get a goalie goal. He's been amazing this. Oh, Jesper Wallstedt? Yeah, he's been great. Third period of Bruins coverage over here on YouTube is brought to you by Black and Gold Productions. Head on over to blackandgoldhockey.com to go check out recent articles about the Bruins organization, including Eamon McLean's prospect update, talking about all the players in the World Juniors and in college, including James Higgins, Will Zellers, and Dean Latorno scoring 5 straight games with a goal for BC, and William Moore scoring again today for BC against Western Michigan. Go check it out. It's live on blackandgoldhockey.com right now. Episode 408 of the podcast is available to stream on Spotify, Apple Music, Apple Podcasts, and on YouTube on the replay right now. And Wednesday, 3:05 start, Bruins and Thunderbirds, Providence, playing Springfield, some AHL action live with BNG. I'll be on the call with Mark, live at 3 o'clock on Wednesday. Join us. Should be a good time. Bold hockey predictions for 2026 from Sportsnet. Sweden will win Olympics men's hockey gold. Okay. The Flames will make the playoffs. McKinnon will finish with 70-plus goals this season. I could see that. Marc-Andre Fleury will return and play in the playoffs. I've heard rumors. And Alex Ovechkin will play 2 more years with the Caps. I doubt it. Just watch the team. The USA highlights. Zellers and Higgins are really good. I could have told you that. But yeah, absolutely. I mean, the goals they scored today are unbelievable. All right, third period. Haven't played this song on stream in a hot second. Bruins going from left to right in the road whites. With the yellow trim. Flames are in the home red, so the yellow and white trim going from right to left. Oh, Minnesota scored. Run on cue, we're talking about the wild goalies, huh? Wallstedt and Gustafsson. Bruins goal came from Andrew Peak in the first period. Flames goal coming from Blake Coleman in the second period. Lindholm on this draw at center ice against Nazem Kadri. And the face-off is one, third period underway. Bruins keep it alive in the offensive zone. Geeky takes the bump from Uyghur, gets it back in behind the net. Kuznetsov moves it along for Sharon Govich. Here comes Nazem Kadri. Has Farabee to his left. Kadri. McAvoy knocks him down with a nice check. Kuznetsov leaves it for Farabee at the left point. For Yan Kuznetsov. Not Evgeny Kuznetsov, different player. I don't know if they're related. I don't know. Don't ask. Here is Geeky for McAvoy. Sends it ahead for Steves. On the backhand. Will get it ahead. He'll wave it in deep so his teammates can go for a line change. Wolf plays it along for Yan Kuznetsov. This puck will come all the way down. We have an icing here against the Flames. Canada leads Denmark 9-1 now. Damn. It's getting worse than Finland against Latvia yesterday. I turned it on for a little bit during the podcast, and I said, oh yeah, it's 8-0. Damn. They really need Stanislav Melis, huh? Which I'm glad he didn't go, because the Bruins, Providence needs him, so. I'm glad he's staying with Providence. Bruins win the draw. It's Minton. Pasternak fires a shot, saved by Wolf. He fought it off, and it goes up and out of play. Canucks Kraken score reversed. Do I? Is it 2-1 Seattle? Oh. Sorry. I'm checking now. Dang it! Sorry. Bruins win the faceoff, but it comes out of the zone. Hampus Lindholm has it back in his own zone for Aspero. Finds Minton. Through Pasternak's stick. No, it went off his stick, so no icing. Pasternak gets it. Plays it around. Hampus Lindholm down low for Pasternak. Trying to find Minton out top. Could not. Got broken up by Coronado. Pasternak trying to keep it alive. Puck comes out. Coleman in a race for it with Lindholm and Aspero. Hampus Lindholm gets there. Both teams of the World Junior Tour are totally outclassed. Yeah. Puck goes off Middlestat and in. Wolf in Boston, the shortest goalie in the league. Well, you already have a short goalie in DiPietro down in the AHL. You don't need another one. Arvidsson gets this one out of the zone. Uyghur. Huberdeau, not broken up by Zaka. Zari trying to play it across. There was nobody. I mean, there was nobody covering Frost, but it got broken up. Arvidsson reaches the red line, dumps in deep. Middlestat, first man on it. Touches over to Zaka. Middlestat to Zaka. Through Arvidsson. Lorai to the net, blocked. Frost tied up there by Zaka. Puck lifted out. Arvidsson against Zari. Kuznetsov puts it through everybody. We have an icing here against Calgary once again. Kings got one back against the Avs. Good. Go, Kings, go. Good night, Dad. He's going to bed. Canada wins 9-1. All right. Lindholm on the draw against Frost. Big tie-up. Frost wins it on his dominant side. Puck comes out. McAvoy will grab it in the neutral zone. Puck goes off. Geeky skating in because he couldn't play it cleanly, or else it would have been offside. Zadorov gets it back in the neutral zone as Calgary reversed it back out. Geeky will try to carry this one up ahead. He'll have to spin back. Bruins have the only shot of the third period. It came early in the period. McAvoy dumps in. Steve's trying to play it here. Geeky trying to find Lindholm in the slot. Couldn't find him. And now here's Rasmus Anderson. Spins back against Steves. Sends it ahead for Johnny Beecher. Pass is broken up, and now McAvoy will try to go get this one against Lomberg. Puck lifted out of the zone. Dumped in there by Beecher. These two teams will meet January 8th at TD Garden. Aspero dumps it in deep. A week from Thursday. Pasternak trying to throw it to the front, could not. Aspero knocks down Zari, and Pasternak keeps it in. Wolf plays it to Hanley. They'll meet next. These two teams will meet again next Thursday in Boston. The finale of the season series. Kadri around the net, trying to go for a backhand spinorama shot. I don't know if that even hit Swayman. It might have. Hampus Lindholm over David Pasternak couldn't play the pass cleanly. Call a Kings game at some point. When the Bruins play the Kings, I think they play in February. Maybe March. I don't know when they play the Kings. Coronado shot wide. Coleman plays it around, and puck comes to Coronado. Puck's popped up, hits off the glass. Puck's lifted out by Corrali. Puck sent ahead as Corrali cuts it off in the neutral zone. Peak to Laurai. Kastelik trying to force it ahead. Gets through. Oh no! They get a penalty called against him. It's going to be on Kastelik again. Ah. It's going to be on hooking. It's going to be a hooking on Kastelik. Yep, spun him around. March 10th, Bruins versus Kings. Probably doing that game. Maybe taking penalties. Yeah, it can't happen. Not in an entry like that. That doesn't happen. That's a clean 2-on-1 with Asamont and Corrali. Calgary wins the draw. Here is Huberdeau. Through Kadri's legs in the pass. Zadorov broke Coleman's stick. They didn't call it. Corrali gets decked. Zadorov gets it and clears. Here is Rasmus Anderson. Drops back for Sharon Govich. He'll cross the line, Huberdeau. Kadri on the left side. Huberdeau gets the return. Anderson out top. One-timer block. Zadorov clears. Mammoth lead 3-2. Thank you. Here is Uyghur. Drops back for Morgan Frost as the second unit comes out for Calgary. Here comes Frost. Cross the line, Farabee. We'll mix of both units here. Hampus Lindholm to take. Fraser Minton clears. On a dangerous feed from Lindholm, but Minton got the puck and cleared. 4-0 Minnesota. Damn, Minnesota. Here is Coronado. Enters the zone for Calgary. Chips it over to Farabee. Elias Lindholm. Good takeaway. Corrali might have Elias Lindholm breaking up ahead. He couldn't get it to him. Andrew Peaks got it. Just whips it around the net and deep. Wolf couldn't play it cleanly. Uyghur was it past Corrali. 35 seconds to go in the penalty. Bruins have done a good job in the kill so far. And they're offside. Calgary is offside. 29 seconds to go in the Calgary penalty. In the Calgary power play. Kastelik in the box. Sharks lead 3-1. Thank you. Victoria, if it helps, you don't have to tell me who scores. You just tell me if somebody scored. Tell me the team scored. Tell me who. If you can just say Sharks scored or something, or I mean, if you want to, you can, but I'm not stopping you. But if it makes your life easier, you don't have to tell me who it was. Just say the team. Zadorov dumps in. It's up to you though. Anderson for Nazem Kadri. 15 seconds to go in the Calgary power play. Kadri enters. Husnudinov took him down. Bruins clear again. Names are hard to spell. Yeah, you don't have to tell me who scores. If it's a hard name, you can just say Sharks score 3-1. I mean, Sharks lead 3-1 now. Or something, or whatever. Anderson, back to 5-on-5. Bruins kill it off. Bruins get Kastelik back. Zaka for McAvoy. Shorthanded attempt for the Bruins here. Now it's 5-on... No, it's not shorthanded. Never mind. McAvoy chips it in deep. The Bruins held Flames to no shots on that power play. Middlestat trying to keep it inside the line. Could not. Kevin Ball gets around Middlestat. Spins him around. Coronado gets it in deep. Say Baker spell the names? That's funny. Puck comes to Arvidsson. Nice feed up ahead to Zaka. To the net, boys. To the net. Lindholm knocked off the puck by Coleman on the entry. And it comes out. Aspero will retrieve. Middlestat to Arvidsson. Decked in the neutral zone by Coleman. Clean hit. Bruins aren't going to be mad about that. And Arvidsson just nods his head. He's like, all right, that's a good hit. It is a good hit. Peak shot tipped by Arvidsson, saved by Dustin Wolf. And it goes out of play. Bruins with a advantage here in the shots department. They're up 18-17. Game tied at 1. Bruins lose this game on checking out this season. If this is the game that makes you check out, I say stick around. Think the Avalanche will make the final in 2026? I could see it. They're a really, really good team. They're the best team in the NFL. NHL, wrong sport. I was just watching a Rams clip. The Falcons take the lead. Damn. Wait, who won? The Falcons won? Uh-oh, LA. Uh-oh. Jesus. Donations are open if you'd like. Multiple ways. You can hit the pinned comment in the live chat or the first link in the description. It's the same link. Or you can hit that dollar bill icon in the live chat. I'll show you so you can see it. You hit this icon right here. It's the dollar bill. That is a super chat. If you'd like, would be very appreciated. Third period, 12:22 to go. Game is tied at 1. And it'll read on stream. Great. Can't watch the game anywhere in this field. This would be good luck. Well, thanks for stopping by. Minton on the face-off here against Backlund. You should subscribe for Bruins commentary for not every game, but most of the games. Whenever my schedule allows, which is a lot of the time. Backlund wins it against Minton. Brutal loss. Pasternak was set up for a one-timer. Husnudinov. Pasternak's one-timer just missed wide. He got a shot away anyway, and he didn't miss by much. Puck moved ahead. Here comes Calgary. Rasmus Anderson enters the zone. Peak keeping him to the outside. Peak knocks him down. Coleman in front, knocked away by Lorai's reach. And this puck goes into the bench. Up and out of play. For listening to Sam's commentary over any TV broadcasters. That is a major compliment. Thank you very much. Shots are 18-17 Boston here in this one, just over 8 minutes into the third. Tied at 1. Bruins goal came all the way back in the first period from Andrew Peak. Flames goal came midway through the second period from Blake Coleman. Bruins win the faceoff, and they flip it up ahead and out. Mackenzie Weegar sends it ahead for Calgary. Goes through Connor Zary. Zadorov's got it back in his own end. Gets it to Steves. Chips it into the neutral zone. Lindholm gets it to Geekie. Geekie's tripped! Penalty coming, they're going to call it. Yes. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Bruins going to get a power play here. Pause. Jeez. Bruins keep it in. It's McAvoy. For Geekie. For Lindholm to Geekie. McAvoy on the right point. Pasternak's in the corner. He'll rotate back out top. McAvoy, one-timer! Missed just wide. Zaka. For Pasternak for McAvoy. Geekie bumped against Anderson. Good tie-up. Geekie keeps it alive through McAvoy's a hard pass for Geekie to give to McAvoy there. McAvoy, rough pass to play. Not really mad. Geekie whips it ahead, goes off Pasternak and in, so it's no icing. Puck comes just out of the zone. McAvoy's got it. Go Flames, go. The chant from the big crowd here on hand in Calgary. About 18,000 tonight. Zaka. He'll chip it in. Gets it on the forecheck. Puck's popped up. This puck deflects over. McAvoy sticking out. I would get the second unit out there. Swayman plays it to McAvoy. He'll just drop it for Fraser Minton as Hampus Lindholm will come out to start the second unit's part of the power play. Here's Arvidsson. Over to Steves. Hampus Lindholm. Middlestat right circle. Lindholm fires, save, rebound, puck still free. Middlestat trying to go short side at a save by Wolf, and then, whoa, Coleman gets decked. He decks Minton after the play. And they're pointing right at him. That's got to be a penalty on Coleman. Gotta be. That was a cheap shot. Cheap shot by Coleman. That is a frustrated man who wants out of the team he's playing for. Oh, my God. They didn't call a penalty on Coleman for that? Are you kidding me? That's interference. It was after the whistle. Oh, come on. Minton breaks his stick as he tried winning the faceoff. He lost it. It's cleared down. You're telling me they didn't call that? He decked him after the whistle. That's blatant interference. Lindholm turns it over in the neutral zone. It's dumped back into the Bruins end. Arvidsson will have to go back and get it. Arvidsson. Final seconds of the power play entry. Minton drops it. There's nobody there, Fraser. Nobody there. Out of the box is Huberdeau. Sharangovich, Middlestat the takeaway. Puck comes to McAvoy. Chipped along to Arvidsson. Pokes this one out. Huberdeau sends this one ahead for Sharangovich. McAvoy the takeaway. Gets it to Kastelik. He takes a huge hit from Huberdeau. And Kastelik didn't like it. Brustevich. Over to Hanley. Under 9 minutes to go. Tied at 1. Need a goal. McAvoy. Off Corrali to Asamont. Corrali guided aside by Wolf. Here is Lomberg. If somebody lost their stick behind the play, it was a flame. Klepka. Kaslik was headhunting. Puck comes out as he's trying to connect with Kevin Ball. He could not. Kaslik was looking for a major hit, which probably would have been a suspension. Here is Beecher. Left circle. Shot blocked. Husnudinov chips this one out of the zone. Puck played across. Lohrei will regroup. Doesn't have a lot of time to regroup, but he threw it away! Rasmus Anderson dumped it right back into the Bruins' end. Oh my god, Lohrei, please. Puck awareness. Spatial awareness, please. Learn about it. Husnudinov and Uyghur collided there. I thought that might have been a trip. I don't know. Lindholm bats this one out. This is going to roll all the way down. No ice, and they're going to say. Uyghur against Husnudinov. Sent ahead for Zari. For Huberdeau. Cross the line. Husnudinov, good takeaway. Calgary's offside with 7:40 to go. What's up, Kyle? What? What? Whoa, 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 whoa. What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? Penalty on Hampus Lindholm? Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. On flag on the play. Where was the slash? I didn't see one. Did not see it. I did not see a slash at all. Hampus Lindholm to the box for slashing. Did not see one whatsoever. 4-1 Sharks, thank you. Yeah, the ice has not been great. .740 left in the third. Bruins and Flames tied at 1. Let's see. Oh, they're calling it hooking, not slashing. Even then. Really? Face-off won by Calgary. Good deflection by Zadorov on that pass attempt. Can't get it out. Huberdeau holds in for Calgary. Anderson center point. Huberdeau gets the return on the left side. Now rotating out top. Coronado couldn't play the pass cleanly. Was under his skate. Huberdeau left point. Coronado down low. Coronado walks out in front. What a save, Swayman. He robbed Frost. That's cleared. Put money in the... I wouldn't put a damn cent on either team in this game. It's a crapshoot. Here is Huberdeau. Left circle. Anderson fakes the shot. Shot goes over the head of Coronado and wide. This puck comes out on a good stick lift by Fraser Minton. Frost. Shots are 5-0 Bruins in the third period, and that will continue as Zadorov clears. I wouldn't put a cent on either team in this game. Here is Uyghur for Zary for Coleman. Kastelik tying up his stick. Puck forced out of the zone there by Corrali. Klepka dumps it back in around the net. A weak dump in. Peak will try to play this one around. Corrali broke his stick. He gets a stick late. Uyghur steps up, returns feed. Zeri spins back, crowd screaming for him to shoot. One-timer blocked. Puck bounces out of the zone. 15 seconds to go. Sharangovich taken back, and Aspro will flip it down. That should do it for the penalty. A huge penalty kill from this Bruins team. And it's going to come in on Swayman. He'll make the stop, and now Aspro and Lomberg locked up. That was the first shot Calgary's had in the third period. Go to commercial break. We're tied at 1. Cross-check to Aspro's face with the ref looking right at it. Yeah. Well, wait, what? I didn't see that. Wait a minute. I didn't see it. I wasn't looking. That's my bad. I wasn't looking. Avalanche score. Okay, we're up to date otherwise. We're in commercial break. 5:34 to go in the third period. Tied at 1. Face off to the left of Swayman. We'll play that cross check. They did not. Duck scored. Okay, thank you. Zacha against Kadri on this face-off. Zacha wins it. Zadorov to McAvoy. Played around to Arvidsson. Kuznetsov pinching him against the wall. Puck played ahead and out. Zadorov racing ahead. He's got Middlestat onside. Zadorov shoots. It's blocked. And it goes off the high glass. Arvidsson plays it. Off the bounce. Works it into Middlestat. Good battle along the wall. Arvidsson. Zadorov shoots and it got denied by Wolf. I couldn't tell what happened. Here is McAvoy in the right corner. Throws it in front. Nobody there. Zadorov fires. Blocked. Rebound. Zacha couldn't get the puck on it. 5 minutes to go. This puck comes all the way out. Here is Zadorov with under 5 minutes to go. Puck's dumped in by Minton. Went off a body and it comes out. Lindholm to Aspero. Nashville takes the lead. Thank you. Puck moved ahead and it'll come race all the way down. Husnudinov negates the icing. He was first man on it. Wrapped up by Anderson. Shovel to the line. Lindholm to the net. Saved by Wolf. Husnudinov trying to get it to Minton. Husnudinov was playing it, trying to move it back to the line. He could not. Bruins quick re-entry. It's offside. With 4:09 to go. Vegas finally scored. Oh my god, it's 5-1. 5-2 Avalanche. Jesus. Lindholm wins this draw in the neutral zone. Andrew Peeke, the only Bruins goal scorer, dumps in deep. Mackenzie Weegar plays it around. Peeke pinching against Huberdeau. Good keep in by Peeke. Geeky there for support. Lindholm throws it on net, save. Avs game's final. Thank you. Calgary enters the zone. Zary, closed off by Peeke, knocks into him. Now here comes Lohrei. 4-on-3 for the Bruins here. Lohrei dumps in cross corner. Geeky first man on it against Kuznetsov. Steves to Geeky. Had Lindholm in front. He just couldn't get the pass through. If that pass was there, oh baby. Lohrei chops it away from trouble, but it comes to Huberdeau. Steves, good job on the back check. Gets it away from trouble. Geeky had his stick tied up. Steves bats at it and gets it out of the zone. Here is Lohrei. Ahead touch pass from Middlestat trying to connect with Zacha or Arvidsson. Couldn't connect with either. McAvoy overcommits, but Zadorov recovers and bounces it away from trouble. Here's Arvidsson for Middlestat. 3 minutes down to 2.5 to go. Well, 2:50-ish to go in the third period. Puck bounces ahead at Sharon Govich. The Bruins get it back as the Flames put it back in their own zone. Middlestat trying to find a man in front. He couldn't get a shot away or a pass away or anything. He just fanned on it. And the Flames flip this one out. It's Anderson on the flip out. McAvoy against Sharon Govich. McAvoy plays it ahead. Here's Arvidsson. Good tape to Middlestat. That's Minson, excuse me. Middlestat's in the middle. Pasternak gets it back. Re-enters the zone on side. Letting his team change 1-on-4. Minson there for support. Now it's Weegar. He'll lift this one high and out. Lindholm gloves it down, and it lands in the Bruins bench with 2:15 to go. Thanks, Eagles. Minton against Coronado in this draw. Coronado wins it. That's not even a winger Minton. That's not even a center Minton. Come on, you got to win that draw. On your dominant side. That is a winger. Big tie-up along the far side, and the Bruins, and it's Backlund. Out in front, cleared away. Husnudinov. Oh, he almost threw it right to a Flames player. Put around a Peeke. Sent ahead, deflected off Pasternak. Puck comes to Husnudinov, and it's dumped in. Minute 50 left. Whoa, Wolf almost coughed it up right there. Puck flipped out. Bruins will get it in deep. It's Geeky. Steves, good battle against Anderson. Steves wiped out. It's incidental contact, no tripping. Geeky in front for Lindholm, couldn't play it. Here is Steves down to a minute 20. Out to Zadorov. Throws it on net. Where's the puck? It's in front. It's knocked away. Here come the Flames. They have an odd man rush. Here is Huberdeau for Frost. Frost enters. Good job, Zadorov on the closeoff. Lindholm trying to get it ahead to Steves. Puck comes out. Just over a minute to go. What a closeoff there by Zadorov. Bruins get it back. It's Middlestat. Corrali was a Bruin, then he was a Blue Jacket, now he's a Bruin again. Middlestat dumps in. We have under a minute to go in regulation, tied at 1 in the third. Here is Aspero for Hampus Lindholm for Arvidsson. Backhands, trying to get it ahead. Puck comes to Middlestat. He'll whip it in deep because he didn't have a lot of options to get it in, to get a pass elsewhere. That was forward. Sharon Govich for Weegar down to 30 seconds. Both teams showing like they're content for the point. Puck comes out, it's Hampus Lindholm. Just chips this one ahead. Down to 20 seconds to go. Rasmus Andersson waiting for his team to change. 15. Last push of regulation coming here. Andersson dumps in. Coronado tying it up. 3 seconds to go. 2 and 1. And we have overtime. What? No! Aspero just decked Coleman. He's gonna get it. Oh no! It's gonna be a power play in overtime for Calgary. It's going to be a 4-on-3 to start overtime for Calgary. They're going to call Aspro for a penalty here. That's what the period ended. No, it was not. They just ruled that there was about a half a second when the penalty was called. Can't happen. Keep your sticks down at that point. You got to keep your stick down. We have overtime coming up. 4-on-3 for the first 2 minutes of overtime. If you have not yet, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Ring the notification bell. We need a massive like spike. Need a massive like spike. There are 89 viewers and we only have 35 likes. Smash the like button as hard as you possibly can. Overtime coming up. 4-on-3 for the Flames for the first 2 minutes of overtime. Aspro sitting in the box. Zacha, Zadorov, and McAvoy. Bruins going from left to right to left in the road whites. Flames going in the home reds from left to right. Overtime starts now. Bruins trying to win the face-off. Zacha tied up. Big puck comes to Zadorov. Short-handed bid. Zadorov slapper.
Here comes the money.
Thank you for the $10 dono. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Gabs donated $10.
Thanks, Gabs, for the 10. Much appreciated. Thank you. Corrali takes it away from Coronado and clears into the neutral zone. Here is Coronado. Drops back for Rasmus Anderson. Huberdeau takes it away. Huberdeau lost it, and it's cleared by McAvoy. Here is Coronado. Crosses the line for Calgary. Zadorov, good stick lift. Puck moved ahead. Pavel Zacha, short-handed. The game on his stick. Zacha, save, rebound. Zadorov missed an open net. Oh, he had it. Oh, he had it. He had an open chance. Wolf had no idea where the puck was, and it got thrown out of the zone. Zadorov and Zacha almost had the winner right there. Here is Weegar. Weaves his way in. Dumps it around the net. Kadri out to Zary out top. Kadri right circle. Save Swayman. The rebound goes on the side of the cage. And Zadorov clears. Good Lord. Here is Weegar now. 20 seconds to go in the Calgary power play. That's the first. The Calgary only had one shot on goal in the third period. Here is Sharangovich. Weegar. Sharangovich walks in, shoots, saves Swayman, rebound, score. Connor Zary, Flames win. 2-1 in overtime. And the Bruins' losing streak will go to 6. They have lost 7 of 8. You had Zacha, bury it! Zadorov, you had two sides to pick from. You went the middle. Bro. What happened here? So, the shot came from Sharangovich. Was that an own goal? Did Hampus Lindholm put that in his own net? He did. Hampus Lindholm scored an own goal. Hampus Lindholm put that in his own net. That is an own goal to lose this game. I got nothing. They can't win a hockey game. It's against their will. They had a 2-on-0 shorthanded in overtime, and they couldn't score. You had so many chances to win that game. You held Calgary to one shot in the third period, for Christ's sakes. Oh! You had a minute 52. How much time was left on the power play? Yeah. You had a minute 52 of power play time killed when the puck went in. You were going to get Aspero out of the box. This is the second longest losing streak of the season. This is a deflating loss. That is a heartbreaking loss. Two points out of the last 12 points available. Can't happen. I don't care who you played. I don't care what the excuse is. It can't happen. There is no excuse. The Bruins have not won a hockey game in 13 days. Can't happen. Can't happen. Every single one of those games besides the Ottawa game was winnable. It was not an own goal. I literally think it was. Zary put it off Lindholm's stick, and Lindholm batted at it and went in. You held the Flames to a total of 3 shots in the final 23 minutes and 15 seconds of play in the game, and you lose in a tied game. You had, oh my God. You outshot them. Oh my God. You need a pamper? Yeah, can your mom change it for me? Bye. The shots were 17-15, Calgary, going into the third period. The shots going into overtime were 23-18. You outshot them 10-3 in the final 23 minutes and change of time. And you lose that game. I don't care what the excuse is. I don't give a damn what Marco Sturm pulls out of his ass for an excuse tonight. There is none. This was a very beatable Flames team, and you lose that game. Very beatable. I knew the minute Zadorov changed, I knew the game was over. Zadorov goes off the ice because he killed the first minute 35 of the penalty like he was supposed to do. Goes for a line change, which, yeah, I don't blame him. And all goes to shit. I mean, Aspero, what are you doing? What are you doing there? What are you doing in that situation? What are you doing? I'm looking at the replay right now. That is completely on Aspero. What are you done? What are you doing? You had such a good night. And that was... I don't even know. Oh, I have a scapegoat. Andrew Peak was on the ice when they scored. We can blame them on that. Corrali, Lindholm, and Peak were on the ice. Oh, Jesus. In that situation, I'm not completely disagreeing, Herv. I don't advocate for using that word, but I don't completely disagree with the mindset, with the message. I don't completely disagree. That checks. I mean, I don't advocate for using that word, but I agree. In that situation, I agree with the sentiment. That's the word I was looking for, the sentiment. Peak was the only man who scored. Fuck. Oh, baby. No wonder this team has no scoring. God. They're ruling it an own goal. NHL app is saying that it bounced off Lindholm's stick and in the net. They're saying Zary got it, but they're saying that it went off Hampus Lindholm's stick and in. They're calling it an own goal because of it. Josiah, are you going to join or no? It's late. You're out? Yeah, well. Okay. Answers that question. Hell no, I'm out. And to think Mason Lohrei actually didn't have a bad night. And Andrew Peak didn't have an awful night. Bruins, they haven't won a game in 13 days. They play the Oilers on Wednesday. Ah! Play Zellers and Higgins performed well at World Junior. Oh, I have something to be excited about. Haven't had that in fucking days. Higgins better be here this year at some point after BC season ends. And he better be Jesus Christ himself. I swear. I will see you guys on Wednesday. We are pulling double duty. Providence and Springfield at 3 o'clock over on BNG's channel. And then Bruins and Oilers here, 9:30 on Wednesday night for a New Year's Eve special. Be here and join us in the final couple hours of 2025 as we rotate in to 2026. It'll be happening during the third period of that game. If you have not yet, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Follow me on social media. Links all down below in the description. Thank you for joining me tonight. I'm out. Bruins lose 2-1 in overtime. They keep losing, and if they keep losing for much longer, I'm going to lose my brain cells. Oh my god. Ugh. Bye!